Suzuka, a name that strikes fear, respect, and admiration into the hearts of every driver who dares to take it on. This is more than just a racetrack. It is a proving ground, a place where legends are forged, where championships are won and lost, and where the line between glory and disaster is razor thin. But before we dive into Suzuka's legendary battles, let's take a step back and look at what makes Japan the perfect home for one of Formula One's greatest circuits. Japan is a country built on precision, discipline, and an unwavering pursuit of perfection, values that echo from the ancient ways of the samurai to the modern obsession with speed. Its streets are filled with finely tuned machines. Its racing heritage is rich with fearless warriors, and its fans, some of the most passionate people in the world. From the underground car culture of Tokyo to the relentless engineering of Honda, Toyota, and let's not forget Nissan, speed isn't just a thrill in Japan. It is a way of life, and at the heart of it lies Suzuka. So, how did this track, originally designed as a simple test circuit, become one of the most feared and celebrated battlegrounds in Formula One history? Japan is a land where tradition and innovation collide, where the ancient ways of the samurai still echo through modern culture, precision, discipline, and honor. These values once defined the warriors of old, and today they live on in a different kind of battle, the relentless pursuit of speed. Nowhere is this more apparent than in Japan's deep-rooted car culture. Here, cars are more than just machines. They are expressions of identity, art, and rebellion. The streets of Tokyo come alive at night with the roar of tuned engines as heavily modified Nissan GTRs and Toyota Supras glide through the city like modern-day samurai, each car crafted with the same meticulous attention to detail as the master swordsmiths forging the katana. This obsession with speed isn't just about aesthetics. It is about control, precision, and mastery. The infamous Basazaku gangs of the 1980s, once seen as reckless outlaws, were in many ways the street racing equivalent of wandering ronin. Outcasts who lived by their own code, their spirit still lingers on today, not in lawless rebellion, but in Japan's dedication to perfection in motorsport. Nowhere is this passion more evident than in Formula One. Japan has produced fearless drivers like Takuma Sato, who later became an Indy 500 champion, and Kumai Kobayashi, whose aggressive style earned him respect on the world stage. But beyond individual talent, this country's commitment to racing runs deeper. Honda, Toyota, and Nissan have all left their mark on the sport, bringing cutting-edge technology and relentless ambition to the F1 grid. And then there's Suzuka. Every year, the Japanese Grand Prix turns this quiet corner of the country into a fever pitch of excitement. Fans don't just attend, they worship the sport. They arrive days in advance, braving the rain, the wind, the long waits, just for a chance to see their heroes race. They craft handmade banners, bring memorabilia spanning decades, and chant with unwavering passion, creating an atmosphere unlike any other race on the calendar. Because in Japan, racing is more than a sport. It is a way of life, and at the heart of it all, one track stands above the rest. If you're enjoying this video, would love your support. Hit that subscribe button and drop a like. It really helps us grow, and once we hit 5,000 subscribers, we'll kick off exclusive giveaways for F1 fans, with the ultimate goal being giving away race tickets. But we can't do that without you. So join the journey and let's make it happen together. Located in Mie Prefecture, about 100 kilometers from Nagoya, Suzuka is no ordinary track. Designed in 1962 by John Hugenholtz, its layout a perfect blend of technical corners and rapid straights and brutal elevation changes, but it wasn't even built for F1. Originally a Honda test track, Suzuka was never meant to be a battleground for the world's greatest drivers, yet today it is one of the most revered circuits in history history. Back in 1962, Japan's automotive industry was booming, and Soichiro Honda, the visionary behind the Honda Motor Company, wanted a dedicated testing ground for his cars. The result? Suzuka Circuit, a track unlike anything else in the world. Its most unique feature, a figure-8 layout. No other F1 circuit has one. This design, complete with an overpass, forces drivers to master every type of corner imaginable. High speed, technical, and everything in between. It is the ultimate test of skill. By 1987, Suzuka was ready for the big stage. Formula One made its debut here, and from that moment on, history was written. In just a few short years, Suzuka would become legendary, not just for its layout, but for the championship showdowns and unforgettable moments that unfolded on its asphalt. If there's one track that has shaped Formula One history, it is Suzuka. This is where titles are won and lost, rivalries explode, and legends are born. Let's start with the most famous and infamous showdown in F1 history. 1989, Prost versus Senna, the ultimate betrayal. McLaren teammates locked in a championship battle. Prost leads, Senna lunges down the inside at the final chicane. Contact, Prost is out. Senna restarts, wins the race, only to be disqualified for cutting the chicane. Prost is champion, but the war is far from over. 1990, Senna's revenge. 1 year later, same track, same rivalry, but this time, Senna isn't taking any chances. At turn 1, he doesn't lift. He crashes Prost out at 160 miles per hour. Brutal? Absolutely, but sealed Senna's second world title. Fast forward to 1996, Damon Hill's redemption. After heartbreak in 94 and 95, Suzuka was his final chance. One race, one shot at glory, and he delivered, taking the checkered flag and his first and only world championship. Then there's Michael Schumacher in 2000. Suzuka was the setting for a moment Ferrari fans had waited 21 years for. Schumacher winning his first title in red. This victory sparked 5 straight years of dominance for Ferrari, rewriting F1 history. But Suzuka isn't just another glory story. It is also about chaos. In 2007, a monsoon turned the race into survival mode. Lewis Hamilton mastered the conditions while Sebastian Vettel crashed into Mark Webber behind the safety car, costing Webber his best shot at a Red Bull victory. Then came 2014, rain, darkness, and heartbreak. The race that changed Formula One forever. Jules Bianchi's tragic accident shook the sport to its core. Suzuka had given us legendary moments, but this was a painful reminder that F1 will always carry risks. Yet, despite the heartbreak and the drama, Suzuka remains one of the most loved circuits on the planet. Why? Because no other track demands this level of skill, bravery, and precision. So, what is it about Suzuka that makes it one of the most respected tracks in Formula One? Well, if you ask the drivers, they'll tell you this isn't just a racetrack, it is a battleground. First, there's the S-curves, a high-speed, snake-like section that demands absolute precision. Get one corner wrong and the entire sequence falls apart. Then comes the Degner curves, tight, fast, and merciless. Even the smallest mistake sends you straight into the barriers. And then there's 130R, a legendary flat-out left-hander taken over 190 miles per hour. Only the bravest push the limits here. It's the kind of corner where heroes are made and races are lost in an instant. But Suzuka isn't just about the track, it's about the fans. The Japanese crowd is like no other. They show up, their handmade driver helmets, custom race suits, and banners that stretch across the grandstands. Their passion is unmatched. Their energy is electric. For drivers, winning here means more. It's a circuit that demands respect, and those who conquer it earn their place among the greats. Suzuka isn't just a race, it's a rite of passage. Suzuka has given us glory, heartbreak, rivalries, and redemption. It is where champions are crowned, where the bravest drivers push to the limit, and where Formula One magic happens. But now, we want to hear from you. What's your favorite Japanese Grand Prix moment? Is it Senna versus Prost, Schumacher's dominance, a last lap overtake? Drop it in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this deep dive into Suzuka's history, make sure to hit that like button and that subscribe button. It really helps us to bring you more F1 content content just like this. And here's something special. Once we hit 5,000 subscribers, we are launching giveaways, exclusive F1 merch, collectibles, and so much more. As I said before, we want to send you to races. That's what we really want to do. So if you haven't already, subscribe now and turn on those notification bells. Suzuka may be one of a kind, but there's plenty more F1 history to uncover. So stay tuned for the next one.